Don't go away. Steve-O, where are you?
Pull over, son.
From Germany.
This is the Outback, beating heart. There's a freedom out here. This is the Outback, the land that I love. Ooh, life's frontier.
G'day, welcome to another episode of Outback Adventures. Early in the morning, when the colours are changing and everything's waking up, makes you appreciate what a big, beautiful country this is. And on tonight's show, we're going to see a lot more of that. A bushfire moves in on my place. Simone meets a king-sized buffalo. And I help an uncle in a pinch. They like to be tickled in the stomach.
You reckon?
Sort of relaxes their stomach muscles.
Yeah, they must be like men.
But first, an outback challenge of a camel kind. Every now and then, you get the odd character that drops by and issues a challenge.
How's it going?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm after Troy and Ann.
Yeah, speaking of...
I'm Marcus.
How are you, Marcus?
I heard you had a few camels in the yards you might want to get rid of.
Yeah, only the
Two
cows,
females.
mate. We've got the cows here. Bulls, we're keeping the bulls, but there's a couple of females here for sale.
Right, great.
Good.
Yeah, I'm after a couple of breeds. This guy.
He's a big, strong camel, isn't he?
Yeah, it'd have to be the strongest in the territory, I reckon. This guy.
That's a pretty big statement. Strongest in the territory.
But he's a pretty big camel.
Oh, he's a lovely camel.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got some young females that'll grow out well, and he'll definitely be a good sire for them, but I have to differ with you. I think I've got the strongest camel in the territory.
I reckon this guy's pretty strong. Tell you what, how about we hitch him up and your bull up to the cars, and we'll find out who's the strongest, and if I win, I get to keep the cows. If I lose, you keep him.
Job's done.
Yeah? Good.
Okay, I'll go and get the bull.
No worries. I'll get him settled down.
The people of outback Australia face challenges living and working out here every day.
Cheers, mate.
With the climate, the harsh environment, and the vast distances you have to travel. This is where the old camel comes in handy. What do you want, mate? You want to ride too, do you? Well, good boy, we've got a challenge. Some bloke reckons you're not the strongest camel. What do you say to that? I thought so. I reckon my bull camel's the best working beast for 1,000 kilometres. And Marcus is prepared to bet his big bull camel has the edge over mine. Well, mate, good luck. Old good boy here weighs in at over 1,200 kilos. Right, Marcus.
Come on, look it up. Come on, look it up, boy, come on.
Come on, Marcus, pull him out. That's not bad, mate. Keep it going. If you can't start him, pull him. Not bad?
Yeah, he done okay.
What, are we going to put 3 cars on Troy, or?
No, mate, we'll go 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon my camel's got the edge over Marcus's, no worries. But if I don't hook him up right, I could lose that bet and say goodbye to a couple of my good cows. The hardest part is starting off. Once you get the balance right, the rest is a piece of cake.
Hey! Hey! Hey, Marcus!
It looks like you might have won yourself another camel, Troy.
Camels have a reputation for being cantankerous animals. But at the end of the day, treat them right and a good one will come through for you.
Now, you mongrel, you've bloody got my bull. I think I've been conned.
No, you can keep your bull, mate. It's all a good outback fun.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You make your own fun in the outback.
more and more places opening their doors to combining European cooking techniques with exotic indigenous ingredients.
Salt, pepper, seasoning.
And camel has become one of the most sought-after meats. The chef here is Scott Bateman, and today he's working on one of his specialities, a dish he calls camel madigan. He starts with some fennel, marinated with acacia seeds in olive oil and salt and pepper. That goes straight onto the char grill.
Excellent.
Next, he char grills some sweet potatoes, also marinated in olive oil and salt and pepper.
How did you get the name Madigan?
Madigans came from a gentleman called Dr. Cecil Madigan. He did a trek across the Simpson Desert back in 1939 with 19 camels, and Simpson actually funded all his trekking across the desert, and they did the first radio sort of contact, mobile contact, and made contact through the ABC while they're on their trek.
So Madigan named the Simpson after his benefactor and brought some of the first camels to our area. And Scott has become something of an expert with the camel's prime cut, the fillet. Never cut it too thick or it will toughen up, he says. It should only take 5 minutes.
So what have you got in the sauce here?
This is a red onion, sautéed red onions with the diced desert limes, sautéed off with a bit of white wine and also a bit of coconut cream.
For people that haven't tasted fennel, what would you liken that to?
It's a very aniseedy type flavour, almost like a licorice type flavour.
Scott lays out his foundation of fennel and sweet potato and beautifully places his fillets on top. How does it taste? It's very much like beef. It's very lean and low in cholesterol, and it only needs a bit of native sprinkle and she's ready. Scott sprinkles on some dried bush banana seeds and a bit of garnish. There on the table next to the camel Madigan, you can see Scott has prepared for seconds. He says every desert dish must have a desert dessert.
These are honey ants, obviously.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So what do you use those for?
They're quite good to go on desserts, or I like to give them just to people to try who haven't tried them before.
Okay, you can just sort of pick it up.
You can just pick those up. If you want to pick one up now, just by the head, and you put the base into the abdomen into your mouth and just squeeze, and your honey will come out.
You show me first.
Okay. Suck the back off there. They're very, very nice honey in there.
There you go. Camel Madigan and desert ants. Something for everyone. Desert cuisine at its best. Thanks, Scott.
I'll take that.
Next, I take a break in the Buccaneer Archipelago. This is the Kimberley region of Western Australia, and just beyond here is the Timor Sea. It's time to take a break from the dust and the heat of Central Australia and enjoy a few days of cool sailing. But it's no easy task getting out there, over rugged plateaus, through inaccessible rivers and endless waterfalls. When you do make it, you discover the most spectacular cluster of islands, known as the Buccaneer Archipelago. This is going to be a great little break. This is the boat I'm using, the Utopia. And with Captain Kim at the helm, I can totally relax and forget the cares and woes of stockyards and live cattle export, and enjoy some R&R in this unique part of outback Australia. Kim's got it right. His boat only draws 1/2 metre of water, so he can work the ferocious 10-metre tides around here. Tell me more about the tides in this area. It's pretty horrific.
Well, we've got the second biggest tides in the world in this area, and up to 12.5 metre movement in certain places. And every 6 hours you've got anything up to 12 metres movement. You can be stuck on a rock or a sandbar, and if you time it wrong, you can be stuck there for weeks sometimes.
They tell me the fishing up here makes hunt mouthwater. Is that right?
Mate, the fish are that big, you can't kiss them, you know, you've got to just put it straight back.
He knows when to turn and run with the tide, and when to drop anchor and call it a day. Of course, the first thing he thinks about when he does drop anchor is bringing home some local barramundi.
Troy!
Yeah, mate.
Hey, this tucker box is looking a bit bare, mate.
Nothing to eat?
There's a couple of steaks in there, but I think we'd better go and get a fish.
Mate, we're in fish country, not steak country.
So he's got me heading up into the mangrove creeks in search of some fish. But first things first, we have to work our way through the notorious tidal waterfalls. And here we go. Now, we've only got a few hours of fishing before the tide turns and we have to get back through the pass again. Kim reckons that should be enough time for us if we don't get any tough competition.
Still no luck.
You're in one of the best fishing places in the world, so you're in with a good chance.
I've found the culprit, the reason why I'm not catching any fish. Not that I'm such a bad fisherman. This old mate here, he's got a few fish in his stomach. Probably patrols this area around the rocks. So, you know, I'm just gonna have a yarn to him. Get on, Blake. Hey? What's going on? He doesn't really care to, mate. See what I mean? He's got a stomach full of fish. Now get out of here. Go on. But he's stealing our tea.
Well, I didn't have much luck, but at least Kim's barra catch will make the cook's table a little more interesting tonight. With the sharks, the crocs and the box jellyfish all around this place, you'd be mad to take an evening dip. So a good bath on board is worth $1 million. I've unrolled my swag all over this great country, but there's nothing quite like sleeping rock by the sea. And how about these sunrises out here with the water and clouds together? It just takes your breath away. I've come all this way for a break from Central Australia, but it looks just like our Western McDonnell Ranges, only with water all around it. It even has its own Ayers Rock. Of course, you can't help notice when you roll out of your swag that old man Croc is still there, waiting and watching. With the nature of the tidal variation around here, you have to pay attention every metre of the way. It could take days to work yourself around an island if you misjudge the ebbs and the flows. The Utopia is like 12 metres of luxury in 400 kilometres of untamed archipelago. The archipelago buccaneer name comes from the old Portuguese whalers and pirates down from Indonesia who used to fight these tides in square-rigged ships, long before Captain Cook even thought of Australia. With more than 100 islands out here, it's always a tough call for Kim to choose which one to camp on. Which one has the biggest crocs, where the tiger sharks are, and who's going to get bitten by a jellyfish. But I'll let Kim decide that one, as long as I don't find myself hugging one of them in the early hours of the morning. Time to take a quick hike to the top of this island and show you some of this 300-million-year-old landscape. It looks like Kim has finally chosen his spot for camping. Somehow I think he was running out of choices with the tide going out so fast.
We'll leave that to the night. We don't have to get up in the morning and light the log. They say you're the best Kimberley cook around, is that right?
I don't know about that, mate, but when it comes to the fish...
I'm just trying to get a nudge out of Ernie. Claims himself to be a bit of a
Well, he's
cook.
from the territory.
We do it different over
Yeah, that's right.
It's definitely been great to see this part of the outback again, but it's time to leave the crocs and sharks behind and head back home to camel country. But you can bet I'll be back up in this neck of the woods real soon.
Here's the Kim, here's the Sherry, and here's the Buccaneers.
Coming up next, Simone finds some bush medicine And later, a bushfire threatens my station.
I think it's too late, Josh. She's gone.
Australia has been occupied by humans for at least 40,000 years. People who've lived, loved, raised families and cared for the land. People who've also become sick and needed the care of others. In the bush, Aboriginals found natural versions of the things we take for granted. Bandages, local anaesthetics, all found around them. And us, if you know where to look. Denise Goodfellow knows where, and she showed me.
Denise, there's so many different species. They all look very similar. I'm sure they're all different. What is this?
Well, this one's it's called green plum. In the wet season, it has a fruit, a little green plum, which is very nice to eat. But it also is very good if you're ever stuck in the bush with a toothache, because
really?
What you do is you take these newer twigs, pick up the leaves, take off the outer bark, and chew it.
Okay, in between the gum.
Yeah.
And is it like a numbing effect, is it?
It has a numbing effect. I broke a couple of teeth out in the bush and it kept me going for 5 days.
Really?
Yep.
A bush remedy for toothache. But the Aboriginals also discovered a natural band-aid.
Oh, well, look, we simply must go and have a look at this tree.
Sure.
This is a very special tree.
What is it?
It's one of the currajongs. Only a couple of species found up here. But this one does everything. You can take off the outer bark, and the inner bark is quite porous and flexible, and it was used by Aboriginal people to cover wounds, bad wounds. That's the bark.
It's quite pliable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite flexible, yeah.
Yeah.
You cut it thin, you just stick it on a wound and tie it on. Good protection.
But not everything out here has medicinal value or is safe to consume in any way.
This is cooktown ironwood. It's a very toxic plant, very poisonous to both people and most animals. It was used by Aboriginal people and is still used. It has a very hard termite-resistant wood, and it's used for making spear points and clapsticks and all sorts of things.
Some plants out here are the best medicines of all. Good eating.
Really?
I'll show you.
Are you going to dig it out? So this is the parsnip.
This is bush parsnip.
This is what the knife's for.
Yes, we'll peel it. Scrape it off there. You need to peel it too much.
So you've been eating these for a long time, hey?
Yes, I have. I'm a connoisseur of them too.
Are you? You cook them up in different dishes, do you?
I usually eat them all.
Tastes like a sweet parsnip. Would you like some?
Please. Love them.
Then there are the living creatures of the bush.
How many rats has he eaten this week?
I don't think he's eaten too many, actually. I can't feel anything.
Well, give him to Simone because she likes snakes.
I was born in the year of the snake according to Chinese astrology. You'd think I'd have some sort of affinity, but I don't think so.
People think that snakes are really slimy. Why don't you just touch it? It's like a piece of pottery.
Here you have it, folks. The original yellow-bellied snake. And one slightly shaking hand.
This is a water python. There are thousands of them in this area. They live on the rats. If you have a look at its head, I'm going to get bitten if I'm not careful.
Australia has some 160 varieties of snake. It seems everybody has a story to tell.
I used to have a children's python on the cattle property that we have, and a friend of mine brought another python, so he called it a python into me, and it just so happened I put it in one of the old tea chests that we had, and that next day I went in to get the snake out of there, and he come running up my hand, and then he stopped just before my nose, and I thought he looked a bit different from the normal python. Turned out to be a king brown. So. I let him out pretty quick.
I bet you did.
Australia is a vast experience of land, of people, of history.
It's a pity they didn't live off mosquitoes as well.
There is so much we can learn out here, and I, for one, won't ever take my home for granted. Here's someone else heading for home, and some supper. Watch out, rats.
After the break, country music friends come out for a few wire tips. And I take Okie for a swim.
Very good evening once again. I know this lovely autumn weather is absolutely delightful, but we do need some rain this April, being the driest for 3 years. It's not in store in the next few days, though. Having a look at our chart, the high-pressure system moving into the bight, northeasterly flow, dry conditions. Tomorrow it's going to be fine with easterly winds, fresh for a period in the morning. 12 tonight and 24 tomorrow, and I'll see you again tomorrow night.
We've heard Mick. We've heard Jared. Tomorrow on 7 Nightly News, Behind Enemy Lines. Port Power's plans for the Dockers. What the Eagles can expect from the Saints. Tomorrow on 7 Nightly News.
From the finest Belgian chocolate, Gillian creates little waves of happiness.
Same old stir fry, no, no, no. Just another roast, no, no, no. Just think pork.
New-fashioned Australian pork.
Just think pork.
Advice for a fuller life from Emu Draft. Friends are valuable. You cannot lift a full esky on your own. Do not be afraid to show your emotions. Some are born with good taste, some acquire it. Read instructions carefully. And most important of all, drink a full-flavoured beer that lets you live life to the full.
You've sprayed it and moosed it. It's been through pollution and dust. Now get rid of the build-up with Pantene Pro V Clarifying Shampoo. It deep cleans gently. This clear provitamin formula lifts away residue, revealing your hair's natural health and shine. And every time you clarify your hair, moisturize it with Pantene Treatment Conditioner with Provitamin B5. Pantene Pro V Clarifying Shampoo. The hair's so healthy, it shines.
It's a clean start every day.
Go, 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 go.
You've got to be pretty self-reliant on the land. It's a survival skill. But not everything about living and working in Outback Australia is sweat and toil. We get heaps of visitors from all around the world. This always makes for a pleasant change in our day. Like this morning, we've got two from the country music world, leading country singer Gina Jeffries and guitarist Rod McCormack. That's Gina's song you're listening to now. They're taking a break from the big smoke to get some inspiration for a few new tunes in a big heart of country Australia. When you sing about long days in the saddle till the sun goes down, you need to know what it's about. So it's great to observe some of the bush ingenuity that's kept us going for some 160 years. So today I want to show Gina and Rod how valuable something like wire is to us out here.
The idea here, Gina, is to cut a bit of garden hose and just cut it down the middle and just to put it over this edge to stop any horse or animal actually cutting their legs.
Great idea.
Looks good, Steve. Actually, we'll finish this and I'll show you how to put a post together.
Oh, yeah.
Good, mate. There's no doubt about it on the land. The old wire has many uses. You can tie almost anything up, just about make anything. It's one of the tools of the trade out here. What we're doing, this is called a common cob and co. And I'm just cutting the wire off and bending it in so no animal hurts himself or scratches himself. Job's done, Steve. No worries, mate. Need a cup of tea, bit of toast?
Yeah,
sounds
great.
Need a bit of wire. Make a billy can and a toaster. When it gets hot out here, we need to make ourselves a billy tea to quench our thirst. So we start off with an old Milo tin or an old milk tin. The idea is just to punch a couple of holes in it, and that's where the old trusty wire comes into it. What do you reckon, Rod? Looking good. So we just bend him around. The old trusty number 8 wire. There you go, mate. Classic. Hey, what a beauty. Now, so when you haven't got any bread, you need to make yourself a bush damper, the old bush bread. We, of course, need a handle. And you can rely on the old trusty wire. Much the same as a billy can.
So do you put the damper mixture in there and then you just stick that in a fire just like that? I thought you had to bury it or something.
Yeah, what you do is we dig where the fire is. We just have all the coals and we get the shovel and dig a big hole out and then we actually put it in, put the lid on, and then we just sprinkle a few coals on the lid and around the rim and just let it heat just like an oven. Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Have to get you to find some
While
rocks.
we wait for the billy to boil and the damper to rise, I want to show them another wire trick I learned as a kid. Yep, every kid's got to have a toy, right?
Set her up. Another hole here. Find some rocks, Gina?
Yeah.
Whack them in there. To give you a bit of noise. Never was good at sewing.
Oh.
So just hold that in the mid, so we get that in the middle. Pretty well center, is it? Yep. Just a couple of twists. Right, we're just going to make a handle at the end, mate. Yep. Righto, job's done. Never trained since as a kid? Yeah. Well, this is what I had.
Hey, Gina, what do you think? Maybe we should market the Outback Adventures Golden Syrup Tin Roller. Well, the billy's held up well for its first cup of tea.
Yeah.
Now let's test the new damper handle and see if it can take the weight of this new concoction.
Roy? How's that?
Wow.
Oh, good.
Fantastic.
It doesn't look too bad to me either.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic.
There's just one more thing I've got to show you. That's an Outback sunset.
Great.
Equally as beautiful as the damper.
Well, there it is. Another golden sunset in the Outback. Great to have you out, Rod and Gina. See you around soon and keep up those good tunes. Best thing about the top end when it gets hot is there's a lot of great spots to take a swim and cool off. And even in winter when the nights get a little cool, you can have a dip in one of the many hot water springs. Okie actually loves the water, but today he's a bit shy, so I'll give him a hand here. I reckon once he's in here, it'll be hard to keep him out. Talk about privacy. Now I know why Oki is a little bit hesitant today. Old mate Freshwater Crocodile is surveying his part of the river. Freshwater crocs are okay, but it's the saltwater crocs you have to look out for. But we're pretty safe because there's no salties here. Although if they keep breeding as they are, it won't be too long before they come further inland, which for me will be a shame. I'm okay, but for my little mate's safety, I think we'll get our inflatable mattress and move further downstream. I think Oki reckons this is better. There's no doubt about him. He'll fly, ride or drive anything. Won't you, buddy?
It's a tough life. Oh, look out!
Most of my mates who fly helicopters working this part of the outback know of incredible little spots like this everywhere. The beauty is they're so isolated they're unknown to most people and will remain untouched. Real treasures in a special country. Yep, it's definitely a tough life out here. Up next, a water croc in the desert.
Only got bloody 50.
And Simone dines with a water buffalo.
Yeah. One at a time. She's breeding.
Sunday night on 7, the Australian movie.
People tend to think of Outback Australia as a place of sprawling stations running herds of cattle scattered far as the eye can see. And that's still the case. Everyone who lives on the land anywhere knows that it's sort of a partnership. Get back what you put in. Diversification is a key word up here, whether you're out hunting feral pigs for the dining tables of Germany, rounding up wild camels for breaking as beasts of burden, or harvesting crocodiles for their hides and flesh. The natural diversity of the top-end ecology is written right across the landscape for anyone to see. A diversity that people can work with. That's a dry riverbed down there. First thought is no water. But obviously there's been a lot of water here before, and there will be again. So when my Uncle Max started thinking about other ways to use his land here on Coniston Station, alongside the cattle, he came up with something that might surprise you. A water-intensive crop in a part of the world usually reckoned to be as dry as it gets.
So, mate, what gave you the idea of doing this?
What gave us the idea? Well, we put this irrigation head, and we were going to irrigate trees and grow fruit. And we thought, well, that requires a lot of labour.
You're looking at a submerged kindergarten for yabbies. Australia's own homegrown pocket-sized version of a crayfish. Actually, this particular lot are not our local yabbies. They're a tropical close cousin called red claw.
Yeah, full of eggs.
Yeah,
there's a male.
There's a male.
See the red
claws?
Claws, yeah. That's what they're called. They're red claw.
They sell well in Australia. What about overseas?
Yeah, well, overseas we believe that Europeans have expressed an interest at $75 a kilo.
This cow here's a breeder. She's got all these eggs.
Yeah, he's flicking them off, mate.
Oh, hey.
Gotta be careful.
They like to be tickled in the stomach.
You reckon?
Sort of relaxes their stomach muscles.
Yeah, they must be like men. Yes, and that's what we like to see. They're breeding. You only require one male to 4 females to successfully breed, so you don't need a 50-50 club. Yeah. So that way there's no interaction and fighting over the females.
So are these going to take over cattle on the station, or what's the go?
I think they will. There he goes.
So, mate, what's the story with the climate here? How come they do so well?
Well, I think it's the temperature of the water. We use bore water.
How many say your record is at once?
Hey?
I
don't know, 3. What are you trying to do? Get hold of you. You'd be handy on there.
2?
Yeah.
Beat that.
4! Good job over there to save the day. There he is. Yeah, here's the male organs, look. These male organs there.
Whatever it looks like, we're not out here yabbing for tonight's dinner. This lot are about to become small yabbies in a bigger pond.
Holy shit, did that grab all of them?
Full of eggs?
Go on, you bastard, get up to shallow water.
See, it gets crowded in these narrow pools, crowded and hot, which can make a red claw very cranky.
They're not as bad as crocodiles, only one finger you lose, Troy. Phil?
No, I just can't bloody get them, mate.
Oh, well.
I only got bloody 50. If these little beauties aren't moved soon, this whole trench will be a yabby soup.
Yeah, well, it's good we got the chopper here because that'll transport them down quicker. We generally go by car, but they dehydrate in this sort of weather. And the stress they lose their eggs, so the sooner we can get them down there, the better.
How long have we got?
Oh, probably half an hour. And of course, the numbers here, they'll squash each other too, so we don't want to be too long.
We've got limited time to get this lot over to the big pond. Half an hour maximum.
Got it?
Yep, no worries.
I'll get him straight this one, mate. This one, yeah. That's where I was wrong. I was on the wrong side.
See you, Brad. Right, Uncle Max and his precious cargo are one step closer to their new home. This must be some of the prettiest country for miles. Real yabby country, but don't tell the cattle that.
One of these red claws in perfect conditions, they breed 1,000 little juveniles, and to buy them as juveniles is 30 cents, so she's worth $300 a female. We don't think we could even supply Alice Springs in the tourist season with 3 or 4 farms, you know, and you're talking tons of them there. $40 a dinner, and there's 4 yabbies on the plate. these are red claw. They're bigger than yabbies.
You can't beat Uncle Max. He's turned me into a yabby cabbie. How many do you think's in that box?
Oh, well, about 700-800, I'd say. Plus all those eggs, it's probably 500,000 if you wanted to count the eggs.
This mob of red claws now have a new home to explore. Just another day in the office, Outback style.
Go forth and multiply, that's what we want.
Inland Australia is famous for its characters. The most famous may well be Crocodile Dundee, but Paul Hogan's immortal creation has many challenges for most exotic and wonderful outback personality. I'd like you to meet a new friend of mine, Lewis, and some of his friends.
So where did Miss Piggy come from?
Wildman River.
Okay. And how did you find her?
We were shooting all the feral pigs and they asked me would I clean this mob out, and I shot a heap of them, and these little ones were running around, so I grabbed them and threw them into the Toyota. And
Really?
Yeah.
So how old's Miss Piggy?
Oh, she's 11 and a half.
Oh, same age as Buffy?
Yeah.
Buffy's sister?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's right.
Come on, Buffy. So you've heard the name Buffy several times now, but just who is Buffy?
That's a girl. In you come.
Who's at the door? That's not a buffalo. Yes, this is a buffalo, Lewis's favourite pet, and the only one allowed inside, Buffy the buffalo.
This is good.
So what do you normally feed Buffy, Lou?
Horse mix, apples, bread.
Bread, I see there's plenty of bread in there. Is that all for Buffy?
That's all Buffy.
You could say Buffy likes a slice of bread or two. 200, that is. Sliced white, multigrain, anyone?
Number one.
Number one girl in the family, hey?
Oh, but when she tears Faye's washing off the line.
She tears the washing off the line.
Oh, yeah.
Buffy. She's certainly got the horns for it.
Here, Buffy. Here, Buffy. Here, Buffy. Here, I've got an apple. Have an apple.
An apple a day keeps the dentist away. Or is it Buffy's sharp horns?
Good girl. One at a time. She's pretty.
Isn't she gorgeous? They're a real pair, Buffy and Lewis, two terrific territory characters.
Next, fire. And what it can do to your livelihood on the land.
We'll have to go to the airstrip, try and stop it at the airstrip. Yeah, I think it's the best way to go about it too.
Okay.
On Today Tonight, Perth nursing homes lash out.
Memories never forgotten.
You are the one who killed my father.
But do they want justice or revenge? Next on Stargate.
We've got more lightning than rain at the moment, and fires seem to be coming up all over the place. So in this next story, I want to demonstrate how we deal with fire should it build up and threaten our property. How we bring together our local fire services, our friends, and our neighbours to help us out of strife. If we get an annual rainfall of 250 centimetres in Central Australia, we're doing well. The temperature can hold at 40 degrees Celsius for weeks on end, and the grass dries up as quick as a flash. So the following is a little reenactment of a time when it all got just too close for comfort. 8 November Hotel to Bushfire 17.
Bushfire 17, Ambula, go ahead.
Geez, good to hear your voice there, Dawes. Yeah, mate, I got a little problem. It's an overcast day, but it must have been a bit of lightning last night. Started a bushfire just north of the homestead. I was wondering if you could give me some help.
Yeah, Roger, try, yeah, good. Yeah, I was just on my way out there to the mines. I thought that smoke out that way might have been out there, but it's obviously it's closer in your way.
Listen, have you got a water pump on board?
Roger, I have, yeah. I've got a slip on board here and some firebugs, over.
Oh, great. I'll see you when you get here then.
Roger, Roger. All understood. I'll catch up with you there, over.
Tango 8 November Hotel, you ready, Whitey?
8 November Hotel, Whiskey Tango. Read you loud and clear, mate, over.
Roger, Whitey. Look, mate, we've got a few problems over here. We've got a bushfire and it's jumped the road and it's heading south to the homestead. Wondering whether you had a couple of blokes and you'd give me a hand.
Yeah, mate, I've got 2 boys here. We can jump in the ute straight away and come over to be there in about 20 minutes. Over.
Mate, that'd be terrific.
You can always rely on your friends and neighbours to give you a hand when things are at their toughest.
Okay, Dawes.
Hey, Troy.
Thanks for coming, mate.
No, that's all right. Good.
Bushfire's about a mile away. I'm just going to cut a windbreak here, and I got Mark coming with the Aboriginal boys.
Yep.
And Whitey's coming next door.
Yep.
Do you want to organise those blokes to start back burning?
Righto. Be right behind you.
Good man, thanks.
The trouble is when the wind is chopping and changing all the time, it makes it hard to judge the best angle to cut this fire break. Grading's an efficient way of moving the grass to starve the fire of fuel. Then the idea is to backburn another fire towards it, so when they meet, checkmate. It should fizzle itself out. When the fire's on as wide a front as it is, heading towards the homestead in our best grazing country, you have to try anything to stop it. Fire prevention is about robbing the flames of anything to burn.
Right, Whitey, there's a drip torch here. You fellas here with the matches. We're going to go along here and light up along this windrow here, along this fire break, and the fire's coming over there, so we'll go in front and you fellas follow up behind there. I think we missed there if you just burn them up with the matches.
Let's go.
Australia has a lot of bushfires, right around the nation. The annual damage bill can reach hundreds of millions of dollars. People who come out on the alarm to try and beat back one of the most distressing sights anyone will ever see. Hard work and long traditions swallowed up in flames and smoke.
We're losing it. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's heading towards that west boundary.
Getting on top of it, mate?
No, Troy. We've lost it over on the far corner. Jumped the road, mate. Back over here, we couldn't stop it. It's about a kilometre back up the track.
We'll have to get that water tank and try and see if we block it up.
Okay, well,
I'll leave you with it.
Grading a fire break and back burning is good in theory, but the wind is blowing sparks hundreds of metres into the air, right over the back-burnt country.
I think it's gone. I think it's too late, Dawes. She's gone. We'll have to go to the airstrip, try and stop it at the airstrip.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to go about it too.
Okay.
The first job is to move these cows out of the house paddock. The last thing we need to do is lose any of our good stock. They can also sense the urgency. The wind has changed direction again, starving the fire of fuel, and the airstrip has stopped it getting close to the house. but we still have a few stubborn sparks to take care of. The Outback spirit is the Australian spirit. Good friends and neighbours giving each other a hand no matter what the odds are or the danger. These blokes deserve a beer or two. One of those times we're proud to say we're not the driest continent on earth.
Good stuff. Well done. Well done. Turn him up, boss. Good man. There's no doubt about the spirit of the Outback. Thanks, fellas. Thanks a lot. Beauty. What do you reckon, Okie?
Job's done. Time to pack and head to the Kimberley.
Another day's over in the Outback. We're going to head north. See you next week.
Be watching 8 o'clock tomorrow night for the Logie Award-winning comedy Frontline. In this hilarious episode, the team gets sensationalist and links 2 unrelated murders to a mythical serial killer. Join Mike Moore in Frontline, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Coming up next on 7's Stargate, SG-1.